Man, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, over here at HTM Sports. How is everybody doing this afternoon, man? Hey, the Cowboys didn't play in the Super Bowl, man, but we walked away with a W. You know, watching the Eagles lose another championship game is always a national pastime for me. As long as I can remember, I've seen the Eagles get the NFC championship games, get the Super Bowls, and choke, with the exception of 2017, which was fluky as hell. But yeah, man, it's a wonderful day to be a Cowboys fan. You know, they were in my mentions, in my DMs, and everywhere talking crazy about the Dallas Cowboys the moment we lost. But you know, now it's time to reciprocate some of that energy, man. It's time to talk about what happened, what went down. And you know what? I am going to actually talk some football on this video. I'm not just going to troll the whole time. I'm going to break down some analytics and stuff like that to go into why they lost. But you know, at the end of the day, it don't matter why they lost. Hey man, so they said all the wrong records. They said all the wrong records last night, but it's a beautiful thing. These boys on Twitter deleting their accounts, blocking people, breaking TVs. You know, they in their own city, finna burn the city down, finna riot. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful day in America when the Eagles and they horrible shit eating fan base, you know, don't get what they want. Yes, it's a beautiful day in America when the Eagles take an L. James Simmons, what's up with you, man? I appreciate you tapping in, man. Yeah, man, them Eagles flew right into a brick wall, man. And listen, we've been saying all season that they Darren Sutton, suck Big Hen. How about them Eagles? Talk all that trash. They still suck. Yeah, they suck, man. Listen, the Eagles had everything going in their favor this year. They played one of the easiest schedules in the National Football League. They had one of the best rosters in the entire football league. I will say this, like they put together a great team. They went out and made a move for AJ Brown. Like they made the trade to get AJ Brown. They already had Devontae Smith in place, who was a former Heisman winner, a first round pick, is a very good receiver. They had Dallas Goddard. They had one of the top ranked offensive lines in the entire NFL. They had a defensive line that was that had like 4 or 5 different guys in double digit sacks. Right, they had two All Pro defensive backs in Big Play Slay and Bradshaw, Bradbury, whatever his name is. He got cooked last night. He didn't look like no All Pro to me. So they had all that. Plus, you know, Jalen Hurts, you know, made an All Pro selection. He was second team All Pro quarterback. They did all that, right? Beat Daniel Jones and the Giants, you know, their first playoff game. Then they beat the 49ers, who did not have a quarterback, right? Because Brock Purdy and his backup both got hurt. They were out there letting Christian McCaffrey take snaps of quarterback. Won that game. Then Patrick Mahomes got hurt this game. So, you know, I just thought the stars were aligning for them to just win a Super Bowl. And Lord and behold, they fumbled it away, literally and figuratively, right? So let's actually look at the numbers. Because, you know, I did say I'll give y'all some actual football talk instead of just getting on here clowning the damn Eagles. So let's start with it. And what's really crazy is this time of possession because they really controlled the game. They had the ball 35 minutes and 47 seconds to the Chiefs 24 minutes and 13 seconds. So they completely controlled time of possession. Jazzy Jeff, what's up with you, man? Yeah, man, they completely controlled time of possession in this game, right? Which is even crazier because technically, if you're looking at it, the Philadelphia Eagles defense only played 24 minutes, and they still allowed the Kansas City Chiefs to score 31 points on offense. Right? They end up scoring 38 altogether, but you know one of them came on a fumble by Jalen Hurts, picked up for a score. Right? And listen, the signs were there the entire year. Right? The signs were there the entire year that this team was a little bit overrated. Because think about it, man. Think about it. Think about it. Philly wet the bed. They played us. They played Dak Prescott. He scored 40 points on this same defense. Was 24 of 24 against their zone defense was perfect. Was perfect against this defense. They could say what they wanted to say about Jalen Hurts not playing, but that defense had all of the starters outside of the slot corner, right? Outside of their slot corner, they had all their other starters. That defense did nothing to stop the Dallas Cowboys. And we all know, even me as a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, we all know that Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. So what did you expect Patrick Mahomes to do against that defense? What did you expect Patrick Mahomes to do against that defense? If Dak Prescott could score 40 points on that defense, why the hell did people act like Patrick Mahomes can go out there and get shut down? Huh? Puncho, what's good with you, man? What's good, Kinfolk? Hoodlum, what's up with you, man? I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. So yeah, so it's a beautiful day in America, man. It's a beautiful day. Also, a couple of records the Eagles set by losing. The Eagles have now moved to 1-3 in the Super Bowl all time. Right? For comparison, the Dallas Cowboys have made it to 8 Super Bowls, won 5 and lost 3. So the Eagles have already tied us in Super Bowl losses without coming close to tying us Super Bowl wins. It's a beautiful day in America. It's a beautiful day in America. Jeffrey Lombardi, what's up with you, man? What's up with you, man? We up here smoking that Eagles pack today, man. I feel good. Hey, got that. Hey, got the. Hey, we smoked that Eagles pack out of Philly Blunt, baby. You know they in the air tonight, baby. Oh man, damn Eagles, man. So where was I? I'm talking about all these. Oh yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles have also joined the 2016 Atlanta Falcons as the only teams in NFL history to blow a double-digit lead, halftime lead in the Super Bowl. They were historically bad last night. I don't want you to ever let the Eagles live this down. As much mess as they talked all season. Even they players talking about they had a super team. They said they felt unbeatable. They said that. They players said that. You had they content creators out here making hats talk about hurt season. Yeah, the season ended in hurt and despair and the tears of the Eagles fans, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful watching them break their TVs, man. It was beautiful watching them cry in the stands, man. It was beautiful watching them get Twitter fingers and get upset and block everybody, delete their accounts because they can't take the smoke. Man, you know the bird teams got to stick together in records like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, like they got packed up, man. Eli, yeah, man, like the Eagles ain't on nothing. And then this is the beautiful thing about it. They go into this off season. Man. Jalen Hurts, they already projected him to get a $50 million contract. Right? And listen, he earned it on paper. But when you look at the teams that he's played, they play one of the worst schedules in the league. He beat Daniel Jones in the playoff game, right? He beat an injured Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson in his other playoff game. And listen, they're going to point at his numbers and say he played amazing in the Super Bowl, but they're also going to forget his fumble is one of the main reasons that they lost that game. They had an opportunity to go up 2 scores, right? They had the ball up 7 with the opportunity to go up 2 scores. He fumbled the ball away with minimal contact, and that led to a scoop and score the other way that tied the game, right? And when it comes down to games like this, you know, the team that makes the biggest mistake is usually the team that loses. Kansas City only mistake was them missing a field goal. The Eagles' only mistake, really their biggest mistake, was Jalen Hurts fumbling the ball and leading to a damn touchdown. So yeah, Jalen Hurts is one of the main reasons that they lost this game, regardless of what anybody's going to tell you. When you really look at it, It's the Eagles defense, who was barely on the field and still allowed 31 points, and Jalen Hurts gifting Kansas City 7 points. This is an entirely different game if that does not happen. Right? That's an entirely different game if that does not happen. Then we talk about Kellen Moore getting cute with the play calling. They were having their way with the quarterback run. Jalen Hurts ran the ball 15 times and they could not stop him. They could not. I'll be real with you. They could not stop Jalen Hurts as a runner. Ran the ball 15 times for 70 yards, had 3 rushing touchdowns on the day, got damn near 5 yards of carry, and they went away from it. Like, even with him doing that on the ground, he'll be their leading rusher. Right, him killing them on the ground. He had a 28 yard run earlier in the game. They had him throw the ball. He threw the ball 38 times, and they lost. He had a QBR of 79.7, which is not bad. Passer rating of 103. Only threw for 1 touchdown. But, Jalen Hurts is not a pocket passer. He's not any of these things. Like, he a dual threat quarterback that can move, do this and that. So, getting him away from that, them stopping him from running with their own play calling, because it's not like the damn Chiefs stopped it. Them taking Jalen Hurts out of the game with their play calling is one of the main reasons they lost this game. Letting Jalen Hurts try to throw them back into the game was never the ideal thing to do. Hey, Big Bud Cowboys, what's up with you, man? Jeffrey Lombardozzi, what's up, man? Michael Lockhart, what's up with you, man? I appreciate you tapping in with me. Yeah, so look, the Eagles, they brought this upon themselves. It was bad play calling. And listen, I do not know how they defensive coordinator still gets the job that he's supposed to get. Because Gannon is going over there with Arizona. He's going to go over there to Arizona, their defensive coordinator. Like, after what I seen, I will be seeing his damn contract. Whatever we worked out with John Gannon, yeah, because he interviewing with the Cardinals today. Whatever contract we worked out with him, whatever was in place, I'm rescinding that. I'm rescinding that immediately. There is no way that he can allow Patrick Mahomes to only have one incompletion in the second half and still get a job. Like, that is malpractice by their GM. They still hired this man. And even the Philadelphia fans, offensive coordinator could be head coach. Yeah, that's a possibility too. Because, like, there's no reason that Gannon should still get a job. That's malpractice. Like, listen, your defense barely played. Your defense barely played all game. And they still gave up 31 points. They only had to defend for 21 minutes, and they still gave up 31 points. Like, that is horrible. And if we're being honest, their defense has a bigger part in this loss than their offense. Offense scored over 30 points. Offense controlled the clock. Offense controlled time of possession. They tried to shorten the game, limit Patrick Mahomes being on the field, and the defense folded like a lawn chair, man. So yeah, it was bad all the way around for them in that regard. But listen, now that the Super Bowl is over, our season is finna kick off. Let's kill these crazy ass narratives about Super Bowl appearances, NFC Championship appearances. None of that matters, man. None of that matters. Like, people that say they are the same kids that never won state titles or anything, like they were only on the team getting participation trophies. Like, they couldn't have played in no competitive sports. Because listen, if you ain't first, you're last. Any team that did not win the NFL championship, did not win the Super Bowl, they're losers. We lost, they lost, but it doesn't matter. If you do not win the Super Bowl, making it to the Super Bowl means nothing. Nobody remembers the runner-up. All you are, as a Super Bowl runner-up, it's the last loser, and you're still a loser. Whether you be the first loser, the third loser, you're a loser. You lost. You lost. Eagles for all the listen, and Eagles fans be talking like they the damn Patriots. Like they a dynasty with 6 championships or something. The Eagles have won one championship in 60 years. In 60 years, they have won one title, and that was in 2017. Right? They had one of the longest championship droughts in sports history at 54 years. There were multiple generations of Eagles fans that died and went on to glory without ever seeing their team win a title. Let's stop with these narratives, that rewards them for having participation trophies. Like, this is the same franchise that used to celebrate NFC championship appearances before 2017. Like, they get no love. They get no love. And the Eagles, man, let's keep it up. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. They are the least accomplished team in the entire division. Washington has more championships than the damn Eagles. The Giants have more championships than the Eagles. And of course, yours truly, the Dallas Cowboys, have more championships than the Eagles. And that's all that actually matters. They can say when they happened, when they occurred. Championships are meant, right? They are meant to cement you in history. They are meant to build your legacy. They are meant to be remembered. That's what you bleed for, right? That's what you out here playing for, is a chance to be immortalized as a member of a championship team. Because they say what they want. Last time I went to Dallas Stadium, them championships were still in there shining like a mug. Last time I went to the Dallas Stadium, they were still in there in their case shining, looking like a diamond, kinfolk. They still in there. Yeah, Washington has 3 championships. Washington has 3. The Giants have 4. Dallas has 5. You know what the Eagles got? They got 1. And we up here talking about the Eagles. Man, the Eagles are not even the best team in their own state, right? They're not even the best team in their own state. And we up here talking about the Eagles. They play in the same state as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sixburg, one of the most storied franchises in NFL history. 6 Super Bowl rings, a litany of Super Bowl winning players, a litany of Hall of Fame players, classic playoff moments, all that. An outstanding franchise. And we up here talking about the Eagles. The Eagles are the little sisters of their own state. They the little sisters of their own state, man. Eagles ain't on nothing. Hey, Stick Up Kid, what's up, man? What's up with you, man? Hey, we in here smoking that Eagles pack. We in here smoking that Eagles pack, man, passing it around, putting them in the air. Hey, we got Philly stuffed in the Philly blunt because they tried to stunt. You know what's going on, man. So yeah, Philadelphia be doing all that barking, all that talking. They are the worst team in the division, and we talk about championships, and they are the least accomplished team in their own state. The Eagles pack so good. Man, Eagles pack got me tripping. Eagles pack so far, I might not even be able to drive back to work, man. Eagles pack, man, to have me on another planet. I can taste the Jalen Hurts in the blunt, man. It's just exquisite. The flavor's exquisite. And we got all kinds of flavors this Eagles pack, man. We smoking that Jalen Hurts. We smoking that AJ Brown. We smoking that Devontae Smith. We smoking that Kelsey pack. Man, we got all kinds of designer strains in this mug, dog. Oh man. Them damn Eagles, man. Hey, if the Eagles don't do nothing, they know how to go for and lose. Remember, Eagles have lost just as many Super Bowls as we have. The difference is we have 5 times as many titles as they do. People are getting high as an eagle today. Yeah, we high as the eagle off the Eagles pack, man. We high as the eagle off the Eagles pack, man. They did all that barking and talking to lose. And listen, I'm not the kind of dude to say I told you so, right? But what did I say about the Eagles run defense all year? Right? Eagles have not been able to stop the run. That's why they went out and they got sued. That's why they went out and they made those roster moves. They were the middle of the pack run defense all year, right? And guess what? They gave up 158 yards on the ground, right? And you see this hat right here, run the damn ball, run the damn ball. Kansas City ran the ball almost as many times as they passed it. They passed the ball 27 times. They ran the ball 26 times, and they came up with the win. They came up with the win. Now, 6 of them were designed quarter or not were off schedule runs by Patrick Mahomes. He ran the ball 6 times for 44 yards. But you know, they still ran the ball. Running the ball is not just exclusive to the damn running backs. And they ran the ball all over the Philadelphia Eagles. There were gaping holes in their defense like it's been all year. And they lost. It's funny, man, how the team that usually outrushes the other team usually wins. It's crazy, right? Y'all be thinking we crazy we're talking about this, but yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kansas City ran the damn ball and won. 158 yards on the ground. Eagles could do nothing. They couldn't pin their ears back and get after Patrick Mahomes. Their offensive line was too good, and they were never, in a situation where Patrick Mahomes had to drop back 40 times, 30, 38 times to win the game. Patrick Mahomes passed the ball 27 times, 21 or 27 for Patrick Mahomes, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, a QBR of 96.4, a passer rating of 131.8, ran for 44 yards while playing through a high ankle sprain. Like, Eagles could not beat Patrick Mahomes on one leg. Patrick Mahomes out there with one leg and toe that up, man. Yeah. That would make the pack taste even better. That would make the pack taste even better. They thought they had them. They used to playing injured quarterbacks. They used to playing backups. And guess what? They played a real quarterback and he tore them up. Just like the last time they played a real quarterback. Good morning, Kenny and Cowboy Nation. Yesterday we took care of our family business. Michael Corleone. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Godfather Dak. And this is the thing. This what made it even better. Like, Dak Prescott went out there and received an award for his humanitarian work. Had nothing to do with football. Dak Prescott, in his spare time, helped people fight cancer. Right? He paid for people's surgeries. He paid for people's treatments. Right? He provides, money out of his own pocket to fight for a good cause. And he got an award for that. Why did these filthy, shit-eating Eagles fans still boo my guy? DeMarcus Ware, clear-cut Hall of Famer, right? They booed my guy. So they booed DeMarcus Ware. They booed Dak Prescott, and they thought they wasn't going to get no smoke. They thought it was going to go on this internet and talk crazy all day about they sorry poverty franchise. No. Cause see, they've been in my mentions for the past month. They've been in my mentions the past month talking crazy. Talking about this and that, talking about the Cowboys, talking about turnovers. Well, hey, last time I checked, Dak Prescott, he threw 2 interceptions, but they only led to 6 points. Jalen Hurts went out there, his fumble led to 7. So he hurt his team more than Dak Prescott ever did. And guess what? They lost. Crucial turnover in a championship game, and they lost. So, yeah, man, I'm basking in this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, man. Yeah. It's going to be a long off season, too. It's going to be a long off season for the Eagles. Because now they stuck with Jalen Hurts. They got to pay him for what he did. They built their entire roster around Jalen Hurts and his ability to run the ball. Right? I don't want to hear anything about they got 2 first-round picks. They drafted Jalen Reagor. In the first round. They do not have the track record that we have drafting players, right? That's why they didn't care about giving up a first round pick to get AJ Brown, right? So like, I'm not going to just sit here and thinking about having barbecue wings tonight to celebrate. Oh yeah, man, wings sound fire. Make sure they eagle size wings. You gotta, hey, we spoke of that Eagles pack. We got to eat an eagle too. Make sure you got them super dumb jumbo size wings, man, to represent the Eagles flying to a wall, dying and crashing and burning. And then they had the nerve to talk about y'all ain't been to 27 years. Man, y'all had a playoff drought of 54 consecutive seasons of not being worth a quarter. Like, I don't know how many Eagles fans didn't live to see the day that they won a title. Nobody in the history of the world who died before 2017 ever saw the Eagles win a Super Bowl. Ever. You got entire grandparents, daddies, uncles, cousins, all their friends and family that went on to glory before then ain't seen no Eagle win no Super Bowl. And ain't gonna ever see another Eagles win a Super Bowl again. They thought they gonna keep getting these fluky ass wins. Nah, it don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, kinfolk. They did all that. Played this soft, unchallenged schedule. Played two bad teams with injured quarterbacks in the playoffs. I ain't gonna say the 49ers are a bad team, but they didn't have a quarterback. You don't have a quarterback, you really have no chance of winning. Pat is a true leader. Played second game, jacked up ankle, and won. Yeah, man. Patrick Mahomes different. Patrick Mahomes is different, dog. Patrick Mahomes is different. Because you know what? I'm really tired, if I'm being honest, with people trying to put Patrick Mahomes. I'm tired of people trying to put Patrick Mahomes and these other quarterbacks around him. Like, there is no other quarterback on the level of Patrick Mahomes right now. Right? Tom Brady is retired. Aaron Rodgers has not done the things that Patrick Mahomes has done. If we're being honest, Patrick Mahomes has already passed Aaron Rodgers as a player. He already has 2 Super Bowl wins. He already has 2 Super Bowl MVPs, right? You could talk about regular season MVPs or whatever, but he already has 2 of those too. So Patrick Mahomes, 2-time champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time league MVP, right? He's going to be the fastest player in NFL history to reach 25,000 yards passing. Right, he is in a league of his own. Joe Burrow is not close to Patrick Mahomes. Right, Josh Allen is not close to Patrick Mahomes. Like, none of these other quarterbacks are close to Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes, a huge gap, and then everybody else. And when you really think about it, man, there's not a big gap in between the rest of the other quarterbacks. There's a huge gap in between Patrick Mahomes and everybody else. Because even if you look at Josh Allen, like, there's not that big of a gap between somebody like Josh Allen and Dak Prescott. You look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. The only thing that really sets Josh Allen apart from other quarterbacks is his rushing numbers. But in terms of passing, they usually pass for about the same amount of yards. They usually pass for about the same amount of touchdowns. And then Dak Prescott usually has the higher completion percentage. Same thing with like Justin Herbert. And really, a lot of this stuff is about narratives. Because in a vacuum, we talking about production. And I only ever look at production. Because there are guys that are bigger, faster, got stronger arms, all the other stuff. That stuff does not translate to winning. Like, your raw numbers equate to winning, right? People that love eye tests and stuff like that, they just like having an out, in some of the analysis that they make. Because eye test is not really calculable. And you may not even see the same thing as somebody else. So like eye tests, that's neither here nor there. When we talking about like raw numbers, like there's really, if you look at the production of somebody like Kirk Cousins, and you look at the production of somebody like Justin Herbert, they're damn near the same. They're damn near the same. They both pass for a bunch of touchdowns. They both pass for a bunch of yards, and their production does not generally lead to team success. right? Justin Herbert has never won a playoff game. Kirk Cousins has been in the league over 10 years, only has one playoff win. So, like you in terms of production, most of these quarterbacks are all around the same, right? So yeah, so it's Patrick Mahomes and then everybody else. And I really don't care who you think number 2 is, number 3 is, number 4, number 5, number 6. There's not a huge gap in between the other quarterbacks. 2 through 2 through 15. There's not a huge gap. There's not a huge gap. Somebody this year might have a better year because they got better weapons, yada yada, so on and so forth. But there's not a huge gap when you really get into the minutia of it. You look at the completion percentages, the yardage, the touchdown to interception ratio. Like everybody is like right there, stacked on top of each other, right? So yeah. So like you're really pulling straws to try to make these comparisons outside of Patrick Mahomes because there is no comparison. He has the hardware, he has the personal accolades, he has all the other gaudy numbers. That he has the gaudy numbers and the Super Bowls to back it up. Nobody else that's currently playing the young guys have that, right? Because listen, Josh Allen, he's a guy that gets a lot of love for playing good in a loss. Like the moment that people look at with Josh Allen is the shootout that he lost to Patrick Mahomes, right? That's the crowning moment. They don't even look at his championship game appearance because he got thoroughly outplayed and lost by 2 touchdowns. So like those are the highlights of his career. Like playing good in a loss to Patrick Mahomes and making an AFC championship game where he got blew out, right? Joe Burrow gets love because he's been to the AFC championship game 2 consecutive years. But you got to think about it. He lost in the Super Bowl and he lost in the AFC championship game. Hey, what's up with you, Matt Baden? I appreciate you tapping in, Kinfolk. Yeah, we over here smoking on the Eagles. If you're late, don't worry. We still got a nice Eagles blunt in rotation, and we got flavors, and we got all the flavors. The 53 flavors of that Eagles blunt. Really 59. We smoking the Coach too. We smoking on that Nick Sirianni. We smoking on that Gannon. We smoking on all them boys over there because they sorry. They got packed up and put in the blunt. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Pat is a truly. Yeah, man. So yeah. How are you? Hey, Charles, what's up with you? So what's up with you? I appreciate you for tapping in with me up here at HTM Sports. We up here basking in Eagles tears this morning. You know, I'm rejuvenated. I'm rejuvenated right now. Right, just taking a shower in the tears of the Eagles, man. Like I feel younger and stronger, just out there just sitting in their tears, man. Oh, dog. But yeah, but numbers wise, and look, it was a good game, man. They played a good game, but you know what? Playing a good game and losing means nothing to me. You know why? Because I saw Dak Prescott as a rookie quarterback go toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, throw 3 touchdowns, score 31 points, and all these folks didn't get to give Dak no credit or no love for that. They didn't give him no love for that in the national media. Only thing they said was he still lost. So guess what? I don't care what Jalen Hurts did. Matter of fact, Jalen Hurts, you gave Kansas City 7 points in a game you lost by 3. If you don't fumble Jalen Hurts, your team wins. So guess what? You ain't getting no love from me. Y'all are mean. We ain't mean. The Eagles are horrible people and they deserve worse than this. They deserve worse than me talking about them. They deserve worse. They deserve for none of their cars to work this morning. They deserve to get a call from their job not to come in the morning because they've been replaced. They deserve a Dear John letter from their wives saying that they leaving them. They deserve way worse than me talking bad about them on the internet. They deserve way worse. And they probably get it. They eat raw shit. They probably gonna have some. They probably gonna have some incurable disease down the line from eating all that shit. True, you convinced me. Yeah, they deserve worse, man. Like they listen. Listen. They're not used to winning at all. The first thing this man thought to do after his team won a championship was to eat raw, fuming horse shit off the ground, fresh out the horse's ass. Like had the dingleberry still attached and everything. Just plopped it in his mouth. Right. So yeah, like now, like we show no love or respect for the Eagles. They're a classless, tasteless, despicable organization. They deserve nothing but ill will and contempt. So no, we will not take the high road. We will dance on the grave of our enemies and enjoy it. Yeah, we will dance on the grave of the Eagles. And they did listen, they've been talking crazy all year. They beat our backup quarterback and had a and try to throw a parade, dog. They beat Cooper Rush and try to have a parade, right? So like no, like and listen, there was some of their fans that cheered when our quarterback broke his leg. I will never show no love to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I'll never show no love to no Philadelphia Eagles. Matter of fact, you can tell I made a whole show just to talk crazy about the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm probably gonna have a couple more as the off season goes on. This is a slow off season. I'm going to troll the Eagles for at least the next month or so until free agency. I think I'm taking shots at the Eagles. I think I'm gonna keep that Philly pack in rotation. Look, like I said, they got over 53 flavors. We can smoke on them all season. We can smoke on them all season, Ken Fo. We ain't gotta rush it. We ain't gotta rush it. We can smoke on the Eagles all season, man. I think I hate them the most. Yes, listen, I hate the Eagles more than any other fan base in the division. I don't ever hear from the Giants fans, and I don't hear from the Washington fans. The Washington fans change their name too often. They confused and don't know what to do no more. So like they changed their name. They've been the Redskins, the No Name, the Commanders. They finna probably switch ownership. Like they too confused. They don't know if they coming or going. So that they don't ever get on here and talk crazy to me. Right? They don't even have an identity right now. So like I don't ever hear from Washington. But like the Eagles fans, like listen, and it's crazy. It would be different if it was not a lopsided rivalry. All right. When my starting quarterback plays the Philadelphia Eagles, he is 8-3. Like Dak Prescott has scored 40 points or more the last three times that he's played the Eagles. It is a one-sided rivalry when Dak Prescott is on the field. So yes, they can hold their heads about beating Ben DiNucci. They can hold their heads about beating Cooper Rush. But listen, they have less titles than us. They cannot beat our starting quarterback. This is not a rivalry. They just obsessed with the Dallas Cowboys. That's all that is. Defense way over. Yes, the defense way overrated. Like, listen, they played two competent quarterbacks all year. Right, Dak Prescott scored 40, and then Patrick Mahomes scored 31 while barely even being on the field. So yeah, like they were a way overrated defense. They were way overrated. They were way overrated. But listen, say what you want, but look at who they played. Like, look who they played. Of course, they're going to have good numbers. They played Cooper Rush, right? They played Carson Wentz. They played and then listen, it was even crazy when they did play good quarterbacks. They caught them at awkward times, and even then, Jared Goff scored 30 plus points on that team, almost won. So like every time they played a competent quarterback, not even like a great all-time quarterback, they played competent quarterbacks, and they were giving up 30 plus points. So like yes, they were way overrated, and you know what? People were calling us haters for pointing that out, but we were just being honest. I don't give a damn. Hey, P&B Jeff, I don't give a damn what you worried about. You brought your little ugly ass over here to a Dallas Cowboy podcast trying to tell me what you worried about. Go eat some shit out the middle of the road. Go onto an Eagles page and do what you do. Ain't nobody studying y'all, kinfolk. Ain't nobody studying the Eagles. We smoking that Eagles pack, kinfolk. Eagle pack in the air. Eagle pack in the air. You're in the blunt, kinfolk. You're in the blunt for trying to stunt. Nobody cares, PNB. You could have kept your comment. You even have to know you was in the building. But you, after a Super Bowl loss, are in a Dallas Cowboys content creators chat box. Talk about what you don't care about. Obviously, you do care. Fly into a brick wall, cry, die. Nope, we ain't worried about nothing. We gonna get better, or y'all gonna get better. It's a question. You're finna have to pay your running back, Jalen Hurts, who is your running back, $50 million. Yes, we are in a much better position than the Eagles. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Of course, you can be a mod. Yes, of course. Wrench game in full effect. Here you go. Here you go. Boo. Moderation gang in full effect. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We lost our defense, didn't show up last night. Nah, and listen, Jeff, I attacked you because I hate the Eagles. But hold on. Don't send them out of here yet. Don't send them out of here yet. If anything, Jeff, you need to go find where Gannon is right now. Go to his house and punch him in the face. You need to go punch Gannon in his nose, both his eyes, and his throat. Punch him dead in his Adam's apple. Because he is the reason why you lost. He made no adjustments. He made no adjustments in the second half. And he let you let you down. He let you down. And he finna leave your team high and dry. Cause he finna go interview with the Cardinals. So he gave up the ghost and finna leave. He blew a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl finna ride off to the sunset. Nah, I ain't tripping on him. We ain't tripping on him. Hey, if he want, he can smoke the Philly pack with us. He can smoke his own team with us. The blunt and rotation. The blunt and rotation. Hey, it's good. We both talk shit about each other teams. Yeah. It's love, kinfolk. It's love. I had to get that out. Listen, I got cousins, friends, classmates, keyboard warriors been on my head, right? Been on my head ever since the Dallas Cowboys lost. Been on my head ever since we lost. They got to get it. They got to get it. Michael Lockhart, yes, moderation gang in full effect. Booyah. There you go. There you go, kinfolk. Appreciate that. Moderation gang in full effect. But yeah, man, I've been seeing all kinds of crazy stuff ever since the Philadelphia fans lost. And it's all good. Cause I'm gonna talk my ish regardless. I'm gonna take a nice little wash off in the Philadelphia fans' tears before I go back to work. Matter of fact, I can't even stay on here much longer, man. My lunch is about over. I done talked about as crazy. I'm gonna talk about them for right now. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. So, hey, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the page. I ain't gonna ever ask y'all to donate no money unless it's in your heart. I ain't gonna stop you. But hey, I ain't gonna ever ask you to donate no money. But like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow this mug, get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Hey, Montoya, yeah, definitely. I'm finna do that right now before I get up off here. Oh, that thought, man. Oh, that thought. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on with my stuff. Like I went dead on YouTube. I don't know what happened on YouTube. Yeah, it said this video is unavailable. So this video is unavailable. Did somebody tag me? Did somebody? I don't know what happened. I was getting off here anyway, though, man. I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Peace.